This is Pete Porter with Deer Antler Magic. This is a concentrated formula that I'm talking about today. When your package arrives, it'll either be in the 1 pound container or in the 3 pound container. There's also a sample available that I'm selling. It's about the size of a cigarette pack for like $5 plus the shipping on it. There will also be a list in there explaining how to use the product, and if you're watching this video, this is going to show exactly what you do with it. This product in its dry state is non-combustible and non-flammable. Once you add the activator to it, treat it like gasoline. Do not use it around open flames. The good part about it is there's no waste of the product. When you're done, you can pour it into a glass container, cap it, seal it, keep it like you would gasoline or any other thing that's flammable. Here's how it works. You need to get what's on the list, which will be at least 2 containers, one for holding the product, one for holding the activator, and a paintbrush. I'll open the 1 pound container. So far I haven't had anybody use up a whole one of these. I've got people out in Wyoming that are doing hundreds of deer sheds. There's 1 pinch. There's 2 pinches. I'm going to add some activator to it. Probably more than I needed. Yeah, it is definitely more than I needed. You want to get it wet, not soaked. Move it around a little. Touch it back in your activator. Now this shed is one of Bruce Plummer's, of course, because it seems like all I'm using is Bruce's. New Hampshire shed, quite chewed up. I'm not sure how long it was out there, but it's very white in some spots. We're going to start at the burr because it's quite dark on the side that was probably down towards the ground. And just start changing the color just a little bit. If I don't think it's quite dark enough, I'll dip it back in and use it. See how that darkened it right up? And use it without much more of the activator on it, because that is what makes it so that it's not as dark. I started at the base and worked my way up through, just like with the wet formula. And use overlapping brush strokes. Just keep going back. You'll find the color you want to have come out of it. Some places where the mice have chewed it up might grab a little more color than other areas, and you can always make it lighter by dipping it back in the activator. This part's dry already, so I grab the other end. Just touch up any areas look like there might be a little bit of run to it. It takes a while for it to soak in. That shed's primarily done. Now as it's darker here, I might want to bring this in a little darker. Now that's the same color as the front was. And that one's done. When you get when it gets totally done and it's dried, if you want to go over it with a non-glossy clear acrylic, it'll seal it right in. Otherwise, if you don't do anything with it, it'll be just like regular Antler, but if you do want to lighten it, you can always go back, hit the activator and go over it, and you can lighten it right back up. Now here's 2 sheds. That one looks a little whiter than that one. So I'll use a Deer Antler Magic on this one. I'm going to darken this one right up. Say this is one I wanted to be a Canadian chocolate horn. A little small for that, but I really don't care. This is an old table. I wouldn't want to be doing this in Mother's kitchen, I'll tell you. This is quite small, so it's not dried on the end like they usually are, because usually you spend enough time doing them so that they're dry by the time you're done. Alright, now, here's the one I just did. I wanted it dark. And there's the one that was darker than it in the beginning. I'll say I really didn't want that quite so dark. I said, well, that was first one people do. They usually make way too dark. Now and then they call me and they go, well, it's really darker than I thought it was. I said, well, just do this. Now you notice it's just coming right off. I try to keep it darker down here towards the base. I just use there we go. I use straight activator, and that brings the color right down. So now it's looks like a deer you'd shoot around here. I got a run that's coming down the back because I got a little bit too much activator on it. It's done now. This is Deer Antler Magic concentrated form. I'm shipping it right now anywhere in the lower 48 and in Canada. You can check us out on Facebook at Deer Antler Magic on Facebook. Check out our website, which is Deer Antler Magic. It's on Yola site. Any questions, give me a call. Pete Porter, 802-295-5378. You'll love this stuff. Thanks a lot.